Well, I don't know who this Blanche is, but I started with some tomato seeds. I put the seeds in the dirt. I give a little water, the sun, the breeze, the air, the water, more water. The seeds come up, they grow, and little tomato plants. I separate them, give more water, put some grass around it so no weeds grow. I put up the cage. All of a sudden, the tomato makes a flower plant. The plant makes a flower. The little bees come, they pollinate the flower, and then the tomato grows. Now we got all these tomatoes. What are we going to do with the tomatoes? All right, we'll make a bruschetta. Okay, this is summertime. We got plenty of tomatoes. What are we going to do? We're going to make a bruschetta. I got about 12 tomatoes. I got the water almost boiling. I'm going to blanch the tomatoes, chopping up garlic and basil. I'm going to add a teaspoon or and a half of balsamic vinegar, virgin olive oil, sea salt, 3/4 teaspoon or teaspoon, ground pepper, and maybe a little black pepper, hot pepper, and we'll see how the progress goes. Okay, so the tomatoes are blanched. Before I put them in the boiling water, I cut a slit on the top to make it easy to peel. But I put it in the water just for 1 minute, and then it's blanched, and then the skin peels right off. Now I'm going to cut them in halves and quarters, squeeze out the seeds. So what we have to do is we blanch the tomatoes. Now we have to take the stem out and the seeds. So what I do is first I cut it along the bottom here. Then I go around the stem with the paring knife. Take out that stem. Cut this up. Take out the insides. It's a lot of work here to do this. Throw the seeds away. Throw the stem away. Throw the skin away. And what you're left with is the flesh of the tomato. This is for the bruschetta. Well, it's a lot of work. I don't know. These restaurants.
You left the top.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
The green.
Oh, I'm not using that. That's the garbage pile. See? Okay. All right, so I chopped it up. I made some toast. No Italian bread, so I had to use rye bread, which is good. And the recipe calls for spraying the bread with a little olive oil. That helps the bread from not getting soggy. There you go. Put a little bit on top. Spread it out. Don't you want some? A lot of work. Wow. Even with the rye bread, it tastes good. And that's today. Tomorrow will be something else. Electronic cigar. So what do? Boil the water. Let the water boil. Once the water is boiling, I put the tomatoes inside for 1 minute. Tomatoes, before I put it in, I cut a little X on the top to make it easy to peel. Take the tomatoes out, let it cool off, peel the tomatoes, cut out the stem, take the seeds out, nice and clean. Get my bowl with my chopped up garlic, oil, salt, pepper, basil from the garden. Mix it all up, a little hot pepper too. And once it's all mixed, tomatoes are chopped up. Put the tomatoes inside, mix it all up, and that's what you got. Bruschetta of tomatoes. I was going to make a song, but I'll leave the songs to the singers.